if you do not have political ambitions, you do not need more than 4 bedrooms. You don't. I've designed so many maternity facilities.
You're almost a doctor.
I am almost becoming a gyna. I think when I retire, I'll be a gyna.
Okay.
Yeah. Or a midwife. What it saves you by getting an interior designer early is because you're able to change the architectural drawing to accommodate the spaces that you would want to have in your interiors.
Yeah.
That way, you do not need to do demolitions in your already built house. Yeah, there's a story of a friend of mine who was a civil engineer. They were doing some World Bank funded toilets in Ukambani. You know, they realized there was a lot of waterborne diseases in that area.
Yeah.
And it's because of open defecation. So guys could defecate behind these big rocks, massive rocks. So what they did is they went and built toilets. You know what happened?
People went behind the toilet.
Yes. I'm telling you.
Before the show starts, I want to let you in on something. Episode 100, 101, and 102 of the Couch Connect podcast is going to be recorded live in the city of Nairobi, the city of Toronto, and the city of Minneapolis. If you'd like to be part of the audience, purchase your ticket now. Find the link in the description to this video below. Enjoy this episode. When you have your clients, are they always like, how low can you go in price? Or is haggling?
Everyone, I think everyone is on a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is just on a budget.
But it's valid, I think, because the economy is tough. The global economy is tough right now. What would you say, I mean, in your line of work? Do you think the global economy is tough? Or?
Yeah, it is tough because, you know, there are certain things that we've had to do to survive. And they have got to do with pricing, basically. So the rates we used to use, like when I was employed,
yeah,
there are things that, you know, the rate we are using now, and you see that was 2014. And the rates I used to see in 2014 and the rates we are using now are almost similar.
Yeah.
Or way lower. Yeah. So I'm like, how?
That's the money that you are charging your customers is similar or lower.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But everybody out here is saying that things have gone up. I would imagine that your prices have gone up too.
Well, you have to compensate for that somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Because now, like, maybe I could use an example. A gypsum partition.
Yeah. Damn, you've already started with the difficult terms. You know what? Let's start here. Give me a context of who you are and why you are so passionate about what you do. Because I feel like you're very passionate about what you do.
Right. I didn't know. I think people say I am. So my name is Bundi Marita. I am an interior designer by training and practice. Yeah, so that's who I am. So I'm very passionate about spaces and functional optimization of the functionality of spaces, basically. So background-wise, I have always been an artistic child. With growing up, I could draw cartoons. I used to make a lot of clay works, anything I saw. On my way to school, my objective was to finish class, get back home, look for clay, and try to make it. Yeah.
And so plasticine was never in the vicinity of your...
Hiyo nimeipata kampo. No, I think I met plasticine in high school when I went to... I did art, fine art in high school.
Oh, cool.
So that's when I came face to face with plasticine.
But do you have some of your drawings? Like your cartoon? No, not here. I mean, at home. You could send them to us later.
The ones I did.
Any drawings?
No, I can only get the ones I did in campus.
In campus, that's cool. I mean, if you could get them, you could... Dave, we're going to get you the paintings. Dave, you can put them up on the screen now. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, So you have so you had So you had all these experiences growing up. You met plasticine in high school.
Yeah.
Because you did fine art. So plasticine was for rich kids, man. Growing up, I used to see. I mean, I used to play with clay too, not as an artist, but as a kid generally.
You're sure you didn't play with the plasticine?
No, I didn't. I had friends who had plasticine though.
Okay.
So I did play with my friend's plasticine. Yeah, but
Your friend's plasticine.
yes, my friend's plasticine. But I mean, me, I was a clay guy through and through.
Right.
But I think maybe I wasn't very artistic. It was even like wireframe cars and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I made those a lot.
Okay.
Interesting story. So growing up, we used to stay in the deepest part of Gusiland. In fact, our village was so interior. It was called Rinyanta in vernacular. That means musituni. You know, it's
In the forest.
In the forests.
So the word Rinyanta means forest.
Yeah, it means
That's a new
it's
word
actually
I've learned
it means a forest. So then the tribal clashes happened.
Yeah. So when they say when they're talking about people who are from the Bundus,
Yeah.
you are a proper definition of Bundus.
Perfect. Yeah.
You know Andrew Kibe, right?
Yeah. I know
So
the
Andrew
thing.
Kibe is gonna come here tomorrow, and one of the questions that I have for him is why he has problems with people from the village, because he has bad problems with people from the village.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna have problems with me. Because
Let's put it.
I'm a village guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so I used to make my toy cars with clay. So the tribal clashes happened in 1997. So our houses get torched. So we have to move to a suburban settlement. And when we move, so I find kids with cars. You know those now the wire
Yeah,
frames.
the wireframe ones.
Yes, yeah. So
Wait, this clashes happened in what, 92?
97. The
97.
97.
Okay.
Yeah.
97 those clashes?
There were clashes between the Luos and the Kisses.
Oh.
And where we used to stay was like, I think, around 500 meters from the border.
Yeah.
So we were the first victims to be evicted.
Why couldn't you evict the Luos? And so can we comfortably say that you guys were weak?
There's a saying in my village that goes, "Enyo wanero ya kamenyire." That means it is the
fearful
coward
one.
that survives.
Yeah.
So I think
So
that's why I'm alive.
you guys decided to leave. to
Oh yeah,
survive.
we just dropped everything and ran.
Yeah. Can you remember that experience running away? Were
It was.
were you old enough to see what was going on?
Yeah. I was in. I think I was in class 3 going to class 4. So I come home. I was those kids who tea in the morning, off. I will appear back home in the evening, dirty. You
So
see
you
those
go
memes
play.
guys like sharing of legends coming home.
Yeah. Let's look for that meme, Dave, and put it up.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. And I think that's me now.
You're still the same kid.
Yeah.
You go out. You're
Yeah,
dirty. I mean, right now it's close to midnight, and we are out here
And we're
shooting
still-
this.
Yeah, shooting this. So I'm like,
You probably left home early in the
I'm-
morning with tea, and you're gonna go
Not
back home.
probably. I
dirty.
left home in I left home in the morning.
Yeah.
So I was those kids. So I come back home, dirty, of course. So and I find my mom and my elder bro moving things.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were hiding. So you see, my village is where I'm born and bred is Rinyanta, it's the deepest part. So there are lots of bushes. So they are hiding things in bushes. In bushes. Blankets, household
household things. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were keeping. Because at this point in time, we had 2 grass thatched houses.
Yeah.
So, grass thatched house, you kamoto kidogo, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
it's
just a
off.
small flick of fire. That's it.
It's gone. Yeah, so we had 2 of them.
Yeah.
And so they are moving. So they're hiding stuff. Stuff. I'm like, what's happening? And my bro is like, kuna vita kati ya Wajaluo na Wakisii inaanza leo usiku.
So they knew that the fighting was going to start that night. They had like from spies or from...
Yeah, it was, I think information used to just, come like...
So
We are
it's
coming
like the Luo warriors sent emissaries to say, hey, we're coming to fight you
We
tonight.
are coming tonight. So get ready.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we don't want to catch you by surprise. I don't know how
Yeah.
effective that tactic is.
It used to start with, ng'ombe kupotea, or there's a land issue, Yeah, and everyone, either of these communities want to fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what was happening. So they're hiding things. So we hide as much as we can, and I remember Made saying, hizo zingine wacha wakichoma tu zichomeke huko ndani.
Yeah. She gave up on
So
the
she gave
stuff
up
that
on
remained.
some
Yeah.
things.
And she was like, they can burn them.
Yeah. So we went, that place had a lot of sugarcane plantations as well. So we went through the plantations, crossed the river to the other side there's a small town in South Mugrango called Nyamarambe. So that's where we ran to.
Yeah.
So the first night we got to some elder, there's a mzee wa kanisa where we used to go to church. So that mzee hosted us for the night, and the following day we left to, there's a colleague of my dad. My dad used to work as a clerk in the rural health center. So we go to a colleague of his. So we are hosted there for like 1 week.
Yeah.
Before he's given a house in the nurses' quarters.
Okay, at the hospital.
So that we can now set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the interesting bit is this movie was so funny. I normally tell it to people and they think I'm actually making stories. So they're like, so you see, we are coming from the village.
Yeah. You're going to Nyamarambe.
Yes. So we have sheep, we have dogs, we have cats.
You guys are like the Israelites moving from...
Then,
Moving
so
from
you
Egypt.
all of a sudden you're in a suburban settlement. And it's inside a hospital facility.
Yeah.
And you
With
have-
all your sheep and goats.
Yes.
And you're in there.
So you can imagine where they are supposed to sleep and where they are supposed to graze, because they can't go back there.
Yeah.
Those guys will take them. Yeah. So what happens is we could wake up every morning to clean the fields and sweep the dung.
Because of your goats and sheep have,
because
have
we
made the
we
place
have
ready.
to clear the dung before the public health officers wake up. Yeah, so that was my experience. Now, the thing is, when I come to this suburban settlement, or there are kids that we already knew because we used to go to nursery school together.
Yeah.
So we become friends, and I see these toys, the wireframes
Yeah.
that they are
Running around
driving
with.
or
Yeah.
riding or playing with. So, but I realize making them, the guys who make them, they charge.
Oh.
Yeah, so your parent or if you have money, you pay them to
make it
make for you one.
Yeah.
So my mom can't pay for that because we are already struggling.
Dave, can you look for a picture of a wireframe car? Look for the prettiest of the prettiest and put it up for people
No, I
to
think
see.
he needs to find the ugliest.
Okay,
because
find both the ugliest and the prettiest.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So I'm really admiring these guys. If I have to drive one, I have to borrow from a friend when they're not using it, which means I can only drive at night when they have gone to eat or shower or to sleep. So, and my mom cannot pay for me, for these guys to make one for me. So I decide to look for the wire and make one myself.
Let's see your artistic mind in practice.
Yeah. So the first few weeks was studying how they make and how the wires are folded and how they are tied together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I realized I need, the tube, the bicycle tube.
Yeah. The inner tube.
Yeah, the inner tube is actually more elastic than the bigger tire.
Yeah,
the
tire,
car tires.
Yeah.
So that's the best one. So I realized, so you need that. You need a wire, barbed wire. And where do they get them? You have to steal it from somebody's fence or the hospital. Or the hospital fence. So I start looking for the part, the hospital is fenced.
Yeah.
Barbed wire. So I realized there is a point where they have the weakest. So that becomes my spot. So every night I am there.
Bending and twisting
until
that it
it
can
cracks,
break.
because I don't have a pliers. So and then the whole night I'm removing the
barbs.
There's those the spikes.
Yeah.
So I'm removing the spike the whole night with those pens called aim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Man, I remember them. Let's put the aim pen up on the screen, man. If you
Yeah.
are one of the people who use the aim pen, write it down in the comments below and tell us your experience with the aim pen.
Yeah.
That thing, man, used to boil over all the time. You know?
So for me, that was a tool. Because
for,
you know it was
for removing the
stronger.
barb.
Yeah. So
because
you insert
because of the hole,
Yeah.
you can insert the barb into it.
barb into it, and then you unwind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, you look for a post and you swing it round until it
So that it can straighten.
becomes straighten. Yeah. Then I make my own toy.
This is top level artistry, man.
Yeah.
How old are you at this point? You're probably like a few years old.
This was 97, so I'm 9, 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best age, man.
Yeah.
You have no care in the world.
Ah.
The warriors are coming to take your cattle or your animals. All
Yeah.
you're worried about is making
How
toys.
do I make my own toy? And you see this, the Nyamarambe is not very far from the border.
Mm-hmm.
So what is happening is we can hear the gunshots.
Oh, the warriors had guns?
No, what was happening is the police could intervene
Oh, okay. So they can
to
protect
disperse
lives.
the
Yeah.
fighters, the warriors. So we could hear the gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it kind of affects me because I never, if like, in town, sometimes you can hear gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't scare me.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that doesn't scare me is tear gas.
Hey.
Yeah.
You start
so
eating
I
tear
can-
gas at that age.
Yeah, so I can stand tear gas. I don't need to wash my face.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I make my own toy.
Mm-hmm.
And I, within, I think, was it 1 month, I'm like the guru. I'm the cheaper guru because now the other guys
Yeah.
are expensive. And I'm the cheaper guy.
So you go steal your barbed wire.
Yeah.
Do the thing, unwind it with the aim pen, straighten it on a post, make a car, and sell it to
Sell
your
it
friends.
to the kids,
Yeah.
to the other kids. So, I was actually solving certain problems that the other guys could not solve because
Yeah.
you see, now I think it was like apprenticeship. So how the older guys used to make it, the next guys will make it like that. The following
Yeah.
will make it like that.
They all looked similar.
Yeah, so they all looked similar until
You showed up.
I showed up, and then I'm coming up with all these concepts. So my aim every end month was to go with my dad to Kisii Town. Because that meant you could see the new buses coming from Nairobi.
Can you look for a picture of an old Kenya bus or something? I don't know.
Otange, there was Otange, there was no Kenya
Obuya.
bus. Oh yeah, that one.
Keroka
was,
Executive.
Keroka Executive, yeah. So I
There was
could see,
Universal Coach.
man.
I think there was a Kamba too.
Yeah, there was a camera.
Maybe you can find a picture of a Kamba bus and put it up on the screen.
Yeah, Kamba was the most famous.
If your parent ever rode on the Kamba bus, or if you ever rode on the Kamba bus, put it on the comments below. Tell us your experience.
Fantastic. That was the life. So
Yeah.
you had to be the good boy so that he goes with you to Kisii Town,
Yeah.
so that you see which bus is new. And then I can come back home,
Replicate it.
steal more barbed wire, and make it. and make one
boy.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, I think that's my background.
The creativity started way early. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about what you just told me here. You guys lived in 2 grass-thatched houses.
Yeah.
So these 2 grass-thatched houses, are you guys like the wealthiest in the neighborhood, or are there people who have more houses than the 2 grass-thatched houses?
In the village, there's an interesting social phenomena. I think the most respected people in the village were teachers.
Yeah.
Watoto wa walimu. Oh, you don't touch those ones. Those are the elite. Then my dad, yes, was employed, but we were not. I can't say wealthy because
You're not in the top cadre.
yeah, most of his salary was spent on changa. So
Yeah.
so we don't have much.
Yeah.
But I don't remember sleeping hungry. I would be lying. Though, yeah, we were like in the lower cadre. Yeah, so we were like not very well off. Yeah.
So
Because
did you know this at this point, that you're not well off?
no.
Are you aware that these guys are doing better than me? I'd probably want to leave like the kids of the teacher, the local teacher.
No, I think, but
You're
there was,
comfortable.
we were comfortable, but there was, at that point you feel like that is how society has been, strata. What's the verb for strata? Like, you feel like there are rich people and there are poor
That's
people.
how there's classification
poor
has happened.
people, so poor people never become rich. So I didn't know that happens. Like, if you're poor, you're poor. If you're rich, you're rich. Yeah. So so that is the life we lived, and there are things that we used to do back then that I only came to realize later that we did them because of poverty.
Yeah.
Or because of societal challenges. Like, for example, going for water from the river. For me, that was normal.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning, you go to the river, get water. When you come back in the evening, you will still go to the river to get water for the evening.
You're carrying jerry cans.
So, you're carrying jerry cans. So to me, that looked normal until I realized, no, a home needs piped water.
Yeah. When you're older, that's when you realize that.
When I'm older, that's when I'm like, okay, wait. That was because of poverty.
Yeah.
The other thing is, when we moved to this suburban settlement, to Nyamarambe town, kids used to really make fun of me because of how we lived. Number one, you have cows and sheep. In town.
Let's put up a picture of cows and sheep walking about in an urban center.
Yeah, an urban settlement. Na hizo ng'ombe ni zetu. So
Yeah.
you can imagine you're somewhere playing with other kids and your dad calls you to tell you,
You gotta get the cattle.
you gotta get that cow. So the kids used to really make fun of me.
Yeah.
And one of the things I remember them laughing so hard was how my mom used to make chapati. You see, where we, Sisi, as guys in the deepest part of Gusii land, the remotest, in the forest, there was this new sufuria that doesn't have soot. So that was the pan.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She used
Okay.
to have this Fanta bottle, the long ones.
Yeah.
That was the rolling pin.
Let's find a picture of the old Fanta bottle.
Yeah. So
Is it still the same one right now? I think they
No,
changed
I think
it.
it has changed.
Yeah. Let's find that Fanta rolling pin
Yeah.
bottle.
So that is the one she
used to roll chapati with.
roll,
And the chapati will end up with farros and valleys in it.
There's this thing you eat in the hotel. What is this called? Yes, waffles.
Yes. Yes.
The chapati look like a waffle.
Waffles chapati.
That was innovation, man.
Dave, I don't know if you can find a picture of a chapati that has those lines in it. If you don't, it's fine. But yeah,
Man,
try
so
to
we
look for it.
actually made waffles before we knew that.
Yeah. Only that you didn't put any maple syrup on them.
We didn't put eggs in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they used to really make fun of.
Because then they had rolling pins
Yeah,
and
then they had rolling pins,
and
they
pans
have
for
pans, they have. Yeah, so
man.
So
This is I think this there is poverty. I think poverty is classified.
yes.
I would imagine that even these people who had pans and proper rolling pins were probably poor in some sense. They just didn't know.
Yeah.
Because in that setting, when you have something that someone else doesn't have, you would even imagine that you are better off than them.
Yeah,
And that's why
you're
the
better
kids
off.
will be laughing at you.
Yeah, because and where we have moved from, we were the richest because I remember some women like from the community could come to our home
Yeah.
for food. Like when there's this lady who used to really come. She was having children at that time.
Like she was
So when
giving
she
birth?
breastfeeding.
Okay. Or she had children. Okay.
Yeah, so she would come to our place, and just request my mom to give her anything so that she can be able to breastfeed her children.
Because she was hungry. She hadn't
Because she was
eaten.
hungry. She's just like, the rest of the children can sort themselves. I just need to get some little milk
To give this.
to just breastfeed
newborn.
the young one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That is. That is sad because I feel like there were leaders, political leaders at that point who
Oh, yeah.
would make it possible for people to be working and money to be
Yeah.
flowing, circulating, and stuff like that. but they just were caring for their pockets and their stomachs. Yeah.
So, at that point, the saddest bit is at that point, it looked very normal.
Yeah.
Until you grow up and then So as I grow up, I'm like, oh no, that was not supposed to be. That was actually,
That was
that
sad.
was poverty.
Yeah,
That
it was
sad. Yeah. So that is my background, my background in brief.
I mean, so now I know you are into interior design. I mean,
Yeah.
you said that yourself. So you were telling me about gypsum molding, cladding. What are you saying? Before I cut you off,
Walling.
Gypsum molding.
or
we
partitioning.
were talking about clients and their homes and how they are complaining about money nowadays.
Yeah.
So, at what point do you remember a point where you realized that, man, I need to live in a better house, or the house that I was living in was not up to standard? At what point did you realize that the home you were living in, the grass touched home you were living in, was probably not the standard of homes that people should be living in?
Interesting. So you see, I'm coming from a school of thought where I think there are rich people and there are poor people. So when we moved to the suburban settlement, we are given a permanent house.
Okay.
So this is like the first time I think I'm sleeping in a permanent house.
So it's got like a real wall, concrete wall.
Yeah, there's concrete wall.
And there's a concrete floor. There's a iron sheet roof over it.
There's a ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the other side, you look up and you see grass and you can see lizards moving around. I think the more things change, the more they remain the same.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't want to build myself a permanent house in the village. I actually want to go to the same shamba and do a grass-thatched house.
Yeah, and that would be your home.
That will be the place I sleep when I go to the village.
Interesting enough, I've seen pictures of, maybe not pictures, but social media channels of people who live in the village. They've modernized the interior of their grass-thatched homes.
Oh, yeah.
But then I don't know, do they do like a proper flooring and maybe do like gypsum walls? Or do they just have like mud walls and a mud floor with all the modern equipment in it, in those homes?
I think most of them, because of the sustainability issues. So I think most of them, what they do is they use plaster.
Okay.
But they don't really smoothen it to like what we have in
modern homes.
In modern homes. So they keep it rugged. Though I have seen a new technology where they call rammed earth. So there's a way they treat the normal mud. You see, like the one they use in the villages.
Yeah.
But I think they add certain ingredients that make it a bit
stronger,
sturdy.
Okay.
So that it can hold for longer. Because one of the issues with that form of building is the cracking and the wear and tear.
Yeah.
It wears and tears very fast.
I remember women had to. Most of the time it was women. They had to go and find cow dung and mix it with mud.
Yes.
And maybe replaster with the mud, the floor mostly, and maybe the walls sometimes.
Oh, Christmas! Oh boy! So, so when Christmas was approaching in the village, where my dad bought this parcel of land is like it kind of carries. The white, what is it called? It's like black cotton with some sand. So it's one of the best soil types for smearing.
Yeah.
When it's mixed with cow dung, you know why? I don't know if you know why they mix it with cow dung.
I would imagine to make it stronger. Now that I'm older.
Cow dung is an adhesive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it holds the stuff together.
It holds the soil family together. It's like it's a bonding agent basically. So what happens is this parcel of ours, our shamba is very close. There is a deposit of. I haven't come across an English word for that.
Yeah, there's actually an English word. I'm gonna look for it.
But the Kisii word is ekebuse.
Yes, ekebuse.
Yes.
It's called something. I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, please find it.
Yeah, let me find it.
So this guy, so guys could come and buy from our shamba. Because it's one of the rare places where it's occurring. Yeah. So and when Christmas is approaching, like in November, So guys could come and buy and dig up some of it so that they can go and smear their houses, and they could mix with all sorts of ingredients and draw flowers.
Yeah, what I'm getting here is kaolin clay, but I don't think it's kaolin clay. There's another word for it. Man, maybe we're gonna find it. We're gonna put a picture of it up. Because my wife, because women now apply to their faces. One of the things they apply to their face. So my wife uses it and she applies it to her face. I literally have it. We're gonna find a picture of that and put it up on the screen for folks to see. And if you're one of those people who use it, tell us how your experience is with this kind of ekebuse that was used for Christmas in Bundi's home.
And we could smear and then use aloe vera.
Yeah.
Aloe vera has thorns. So when you cut an aloe vera into like that size, so you can make some very intricate patterns before it dries up.
Oh, so they used to use aloe vera, yeah. I mean, I used to see the drawings on houses. I just didn't know how they made. I used to imagine they use their
those
fingers.
Patterns, they can be wavy. They're made with. We used to use aloe vera, some charcoal.
Yeah.
We could use bricks when you crush the red-fired bricks.
Yeah.
When you crush them, you can get
the red.
You can get the red shade.
Yeah.
And then there was very small quantities of red ochre, the one the Maasais use.
Yeah, the one the Maasais
So
use.
that I think probably if you check in some of the traditional societies, you will see those intricate patterns.
Actually, Dave, yes, let's find a picture of those traditional thatched houses and put it up on the screen. If you ever lived in one of those houses, comment down on the screen and tell us how your experience was. Because I think they were lovely experiences though. Because I know that my mother, for instance, she lived in such a home. And I think those experiences were nice. Because I think that now people live in these massive, huge houses, but they are like massive, huge prisons where you close yourself into your own shell away from each other. I think when you're in that small space, there's so much love to go around. I mean, you have nothing. All you have is love.
All you have is love, and
you're so poor that all you have is love.
Yeah, I remember when we used to go to my grandmother on the other side of Gusiland, and all of us could sleep beside her in, again, another grass-thatched house. And the love between us as cousins was immense. So we could just sleep beside our grandmother. And I remember there's a time we went for Christmas and we were making mandazi. So there was this cousin of mine who kept eating.
As the mandazi is cooking, he's just eating it.
He's eating. And then when it was time to sleep, the guy realizes he cannot stand. So what he does? He picks a piece of charcoal and writes on the wall. He just wrote that in kisses that say, "Give me water."
He couldn't even speak.
Man,
but those are
that
nice
life
stories.
should come back.
That's
why I want to recreate that life.
What can we do to bring it back, man?
I don't think there's anything we can do. I don't think, unless you just make it yourself, which is what I actually want to do.
Yeah.
So I want to just do a nice grass-thatched house, nicely finished, with maybe probably the basics amenities, like maybe a toilet and a bath, and an open living. So on Christmas I can just call my friends home. We just
hang out.
Hang out.
When I think about it, though, how big do you think that house can be? Those grass-thatched houses, could you build like, I don't know, a 5-bedroom bungalow?
No, it's not possible because it will collapse. You will need a structural engineer to just give you a drawing of the roof.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you afford an engineer in that lifestyle?
It's impossible.
So
that's why people built multiple houses. Maybe.
Yeah, so that's why they built. So so you could find one in the kitchen, the other one is the esaiga where the men sleep. Then there is another one where the girls sleep. Then there's another one where the family sleeps. Yeah. So they were small. The other thing is, like, when you look at some of the traditional African societies, like when you go to the nomads, they built their small. Like you look at the Maasai, the Rendile, their dwelling units are very small.
Yeah.
And the reason they did that is because staying, these guys are nomads and they stay in the arid areas. So staying in a house becomes very hot. So most of their time they spend it
In the outdoors.
outside.
Yeah.
So they will stay outdoors longer than they stay indoors. They
Indoors
only
just a
go. They
place
just
to
need
sleep.
it to sleep.
Yeah, let's put up a picture of a manyada, a Maasai manyada or a Rendile manyada up on the screen.
That also helped them in terms of socializing. Yeah. Because, when someone is in their house,
They're kinda
it's
close
very
off.
unlikely you want to go in there. But when they're seated outside,
You can go and say hello to them.
you can quickly go and say hello, and then there's one story leads to another, and then to
Yeah.
another, and then to another, and the group keeps growing. Yeah, so they become a very social community. But when everyone has their big house, the next thing they do is build a big fence. Then they realize they need more security, so they do an electric fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're in a proper prison.
Then they do an automatic gate, so
Yes.
that they don't need anybody to
to
get
open the gate.
to open the gate
Yeah.
for them. So
And then on top of the electric fence, they add the razor wire.
razor wire.
Can we put up a picture of a very expensive home with a very expensive security system where people have locked themselves up in
Yeah.
this rich prison?
I think that's the right word. Rich prison. Actually, like how people build houses in Nairobi is interesting. And I was
Yeah.
telling some guys, if you do not have political ambitions, you do not need more than 4 bedrooms. You don't.
Explain that to me.
You're building a house.
Yeah.
I call it the typical Kenyan dream, or sometimes I call it the Kisii dream, because
Yeah.
I think my community has that desire to
Everybody wants to own a home.
a house in Nairobi. It's
Okay.
something
even
like
in
almost-
Nairobi.
Yeah. Kamulu, Joska,
Yeah.
Kitengela, Kiserian. Okay, Kiserian is my favorite part. Like I just want to go in the deepest part of Maasai land and have another grass touched house by the way. So
I mean, it's senior. We're probably going to be neighbors.
tell me when your neighbor is selling.
Yeah.
So that the typical dream is you stop paying rent. That's the typical Kisii dream.
Yeah.
To stop paying rent. And so guys are building big, off town. And because we are running towards one dream, we are not looking at the lifestyle that we're living, or probably like if you're building Isinya, what's the nature of your work? How is that home supporting the nature of your work? And I've seen guys build homes on the farthest points of the Cosmopolitan. And then
Kitengela,
they
for
start
instance.
looking for small apartments
In Nairobi.
around town because they realize the nature of their work does not support them staying very
Yeah.
far. Now, why am I saying a 4-bedroom? You probably need your master bedroom. And you need a bedroom for your boys. And probably you need another bedroom for your girls. And you probably need another bedroom for any guests. Now, the thing is, the more civilized we become, the less accommodating we are getting.
Yeah.
So Kitambo, in the years back, people in Nairobi used to host their relatives until they stabilize. But
When you come from the village, that is,
yeah,
you're moving to Nairobi, you will be living with your uncle, for
you stay
instance.
with your uncle for some time until you are up on your feet. But nowadays, Airbnb is peanuts. So you look for the cheapest Airbnb, or you come together with maybe probably friends from high school or campus, take a small bed sitter and start off.
Yeah.
So we are accommodating each other way lesser and lesser. So what happens is in this dream, so which means you're going to host fewer people in your place.
Yeah.
Like what happens right now if an uncle of yours, or if he decides to host a party at their place, are you going to stay in the house? The answer is no.
Highly unlikely.
You're going to stay in a tent outside the house. So why do you need so many bedrooms?
For prestige.
Yeah.
Many people are getting them
I think it's for prestige.
Prestige
So
to show off or whatever.
Yeah, it's show off. And mostly you will find in many homes, these bedrooms are
Empty.
In a year, there is a bedroom in that house that no one is going to sleep there. And you see, the more the generations are changing, like the moment you get to campus and you realize the amount of freedom you can have if you
Live
stay
away
in
from
a
your parents.
hostel, you no longer want to go home and sleep in your
Room.
en suite,
Which is inside your parents.
which is
home.
inside your parents' home. There
Yeah.
are things you want to do, so ni kama umekaziwa, so you move out very fast.
Yeah.
So the kids, sooner or later, the kids turn 18 and they want to move out.
Yeah.
Because it's more freedom. So who is going to stay in your 6-bedroom house?
Well, nobody.
Yourself
Yeah.
and your wife.
And then it becomes suddenly
The rest of the
too
house
big.
is a shell.
Yeah.
Because you have an SQ where you have bundled the servants. Yeah. And then the other challenge comes in is when you have land in Ukombali and you want to build upwards because you want your master bedroom to have a balcony where you can have a view.
Look at your neighbors.
Yeah. Then you become sick. You can no longer go up the stairs. Or probably one of these fine days when you kimbia in Kisii, you have an accident and you're confined to a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You can no longer go up the stairs. So where do you end up?
In the bedroom
The
downstairs.
guest bedroom that you normally have next to the living room so that your guest doesn't get into the private spaces a lot. So that becomes your master bedroom. So I normally encourage guys to really build the guest bedroom in equal amount of space and utilities
As the master
as
bedroom.
the master bedroom, because in your retirement,
That's where you're going.
that's going to be your master bedroom.
Funny thing.
Yeah.
I have a relative. He's built a wonderful home in Kai, and I was actually counting in my head how many bedrooms that his home have. If you're watching this, you know yourself.
Fortunately, I don't know them, so I'm safe.
He has a nice, massive house. And he was giving me a tour of the home. And so the first bedroom we toured was the guest bedroom, which was completed, but was being used as a storage at this point. And then it was so amazing the way it's done. And, it had a walk-in closet. It had a bathtub and a shower. And it looked amazing. And then he told me, man, once I grow old and I can no longer go up the staircase, this is going to be my bedroom. Exactly. And he told me my master bedroom is directly upstairs, and it looks exactly like this. So these are replica of the master bedroom.
Yeah.
And now I get your point. I got what you're saying. But don't you think we can introduce lifts to take people upstairs?
Yeah, lifts are good. Yeah, we can intro. I'm actually doing a house right now in Ruiru, where the guy has done a lift to take.
To take him.
I think one of the sons is a special child, so this lift is supposed to be the one that this fellow uses. He gets in with his wheelchair and it takes him straight to his room. So his bedroom is actually
Directly
right off the stairs. So
Yeah.
after the landing, he can see his bedroom door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lifts, but the problem with lifts is cost. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, not everybody's going to afford them.
Not everybody's gonna afford them.
And
Unless-
maintenance too. But when you think about a lift, man, that's like a car. You're going to have to maintain it year on year. And if it breaks down, you have to either replace it or, I don't know, do whatever. And you got to have power for it.
Did you know that the cost of a lift sometimes are actually almost the same cost as building another apartment like that one?
Really?
That
The cost of the car and the system.
Yeah. Let me ask you. You are on social media. Have you ever seen an ad for Lyft?
Actually, I haven't. And when I think about it, even when I live in Canada, I think there's only a handful of companies that make them in Canada, at least. I think I know of Kone, Kone, and maybe a couple more. But there's not very many of them. And they don't advertise, actually, like you said.
Why?
They are very expensive and specialized.
Because the people that can buy the lifts are not on social media.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not targeting people like me on social media.
No, us guys who are sharing memes on social media, we are not going to buy. But I've seen the residential ones. The smaller ones, I think, because of the nature of the kind of ailments that are coming up, more and more people are getting disabled.
Yeah.
So we have more and more people needing caregivers or specialized facilities or spaces, universally accessible, of course. So these things are becoming more of a necessity. And I hope as technology advances, the cost is going to
come down. Yeah.
So that more and more people are able to afford. Yeah.
You know, we were talking a moment ago about social media. You are one of the most ardent Facebookers I know. No. You know what? Is it okay if we put up your profile on the screen now?
Okay. Can I see what you're projecting? Which camera is it?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so Dave, let's put up Bundi's profile on the screen. Folks, go check him out. So this guy is amazing because the level of marketing that you do on social media for your craft is amazing. Right. It's amazing. So let's talk about your business a little bit. I mean, so first of all, how did you decide or how did you realize that Facebook would be the place where you become the loudest? You are naturally loud, even in natural spaces.
In real life, yeah.
But even in Facebook, you are very loud. I mean, I can't go without you posting like 5 times or something.
Yeah, unless I'm sick.
Okay.
Yeah, if there are guys who normally ask me if I'm okay if I go 2 days without
posting something on Facebook.
So how did I realize that social media, Facebook, is the place to be? I am sanguine and melancholic. So I tend to be very observant, very analytical. So I'm getting into. I started off after campus. I got employed. I did work for 1 year, and I got a scholarship as an interior designer.
Yeah.
So I did 1 year, and I get a scholarship for masters.
Yeah.
So I have to resign because it's a full-time scholarship. So I go back to school. And the intention is, while I'm going back to school, I'll be able to start my own practice and, get jobs, live the typical,
live like a rich man.
Live like a rich man.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
In a rich prison.
I should write a book about that life because I remember that was 2015 and 2016 because I did 2 years of masters.
Yeah.
So I remember in 2015, I was so broke, I could not even afford fare to go back home for Christmas.
Damn.
Yeah. And nobody knew. Yeah, I think it's because sanguines are loud, but we never say what we are going through. Yeah, we find it very hard because you're like, what watakucheka?
Yeah.
Or the next thing you're saying something funny, they will not find it funny.
Because a rich man's joke will always be laughed at.
Yeah.
And a poor man's joke, even if it's funny, sometimes may not find laughter.
Ama anasema ukweli.
All those people who make funny jokes about being broke, maybe I'm going to listen to them more keenly now.
Hey.
Maybe they're actually telling the truth.
Yeah, some of these things we joke by then ukweli.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the business I started didn't peak. I just decided I'm an interior design practice. And one of the reasons it didn't pick is because I realized I didn't have enough knowledge to go into self-practice.
Yeah.
I have never been to a class of business. I only did business studies in Standard 6.
Oh.
No, high school I did fine art. So I only came face to face with business in Standard 6. And the teacher who used to teach business never liked me. For one reason or the other. That teacher did not like loud guys. And I was loud.
Yeah.
So I was not one of his favorite kids. So I didn't do very well. So that time, I think business used to come with home science in the same paper.
Yeah.
So my objective was always to score everything in home science so that I can...
It can cover out whatever you didn't do
the
in
5
business.
out of
Let's move
20.
your mic a little bit closer to you. It's okay. You can sit comfortably. We'll just find you there.
So the 5 out of 20 that I will get in business. So I had very little experience in business. I have very little experience in... The firm that I worked for was a consultancy, more of a consultancy.
Yeah.
So when you're working in consultancy, you don't get to interact very deeply with the materials, with fundis, with... you don't get that. What you do mostly are drawings, go to conferences, meet service providers like, some of these paint companies, tile companies that want you to recommend their product to the clients.
To the clients,
And then, they bring you wine, they will give you...
some goodies.
They will call you to cocktails. That's the life in consultancy.
Yeah.
So when I leave, I don't know that. So I realize I'm so green. I'm making a lot of mistakes. Yeah. So I'm like depressed. Let's say depressed. So Christmas 2015. Yeah. So 2015 Christmas is here and I can't go home because I don't have anything. But I had this habit. So what I used to do is... any coin that I get back home with goes into this container.
Yeah.
So
back home, like where you lived in Nairobi? Or
yes, where I lived in. I used to stay in Roysambu.
Yeah.
So I have this container inside my closet that is full of coins.
Yeah.
That
So
any
in the
coin,
evening when you go back home and you have 10, 20
and any
shilling
coin that I go back home with as pocket change goes into that container.
Yeah.
So I sat there that evening, on 25th of December 2015. So I sat and I'm like, okay, maybe I should just count these coins and see how much they can.
Yeah.
The coins were, I think, around 3,200 and something.
Yeah.
I was like, worst case scenario. I will pack my things, go to Country Bus, take a Nyamira Express, and go back home. Yeah. So so
that's what you did.
Yes. No, I didn't go home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I took a few coins. I bought unga and made myself some very hard chapatis. I remember calling my, Lamek.
Lamek. Shout out Lamek Mutaba, one of the greatest, photographers in the 254.
Oh, I've been through a lot with that fellow. So I took some coins, bought unga, and made chapatis. And I think those were the hardest chapatis I've ever had in my entire life. So I called Lamek. I think after 2 days, we shared, and he said, "Hey." So now, Lamek kept telling that story to everyone. I think that's why I struggled to get into a relationship in those days. So Lamek kept telling everyone, hey, this guy called me to his house and gave me the hardest chapatis. Mse, usipike hizo vitu.
I think you made tortillas instead of chapatis. Let's put up a picture of a tortilla next to a chapati and they suppose them next to each other.
Yeah, so so the following year, I'm like, you know what, maybe interior is not my thing.
Yeah.
I had a passion for suits. So I call a few friends, two of my friends, and I'm like, I think we can, there's a market for men's suits. Guys are finishing campus, they are looking for a cheap suit to start them off.
Yeah.
They've gotten a job as a bank teller or insurance, and they need an affordable suit that fits them, because there's an affordable suit in Isli, but it has to go through a lot before it fits them.
Yeah.
So that's how I started Man Cave. So we started Man Cave. So I said, now to hell with interior. I'm going to go with this.
Suits.
Suits. So actually, most people who know me as Bundi Masuti.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, but very few people, most people don't know that interior is my training.
Yeah.
They actually think I started doing it as a passion.
On the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I so it's a long story. Maybe it's a story for another day. So what happens is, so I start off. So I wake up from Risambu. If I don't have class, I'm in the shop with the fundis. So, and the only way I tell myself I have to know the nitty-gritties of this business is just being there. So I'm the guy they send to get them Uzi. I'm the guy they send to get them fabric. I'm the guy they send to get them anything they need.
Yeah.
Because I need to understand the material. And then, of course, I'm the guy who knows what my client want, because I think my artistic abilities were helping here a lot, because I could listen and interpret. I could fairly understand what the client is looking for. Yeah, but I wouldn't. The one thing I wouldn't do is ladies' clothes. Yeah,
Why is that?
Even in my next life.
Why is that?
Oh, a lady will send you 20 images, and she wants one dress.
Yes.
That looks like the 20 images.
It's got to have a cut here, a
Unaona
slit here.
hapa juu,
Yeah.
ikae kama hiyo picha nilikutumia jana.
Yes.
Alafu, ama nifanye peplum. So, then when she says ama, so you're not sure if she said she wants peplum or she doesn't.
Oh,
So
man.
that's why I stuck to man cave.
Yeah.
It's men only. Yeah. So I do that for some time.
Yeah.
For the better part of 2016. And then comes these guys, they're friends of mine from high school who are dentists. So they're putting up a dental space.
Yeah.
So they call me. One of them calls me and asks me, "By the way, you did interior, right?" Like, yeah. So you can design a dental clinic. I'm like, I quit interior. I don't do it anymore. But because
It's you guys.
it's you, I think I can do it. So I go home, dust my laptop, clean it up, and confirm ArchiCAD is still working fine. I'm like, okay, let's go take measurements. So I went to Eastmart. Eastmart is along...
Kitengela?
No. Eastmart Tomboya.
Oh, okay.
The one
I
next
see.
to fire station.
Yeah.
So I go there, I buy these tools, the plastic ones.
Yeah.
So I clear one of there's this machine that does overlock. So it's the one that is rarely used in a tailoring shop.
Yeah.
So I clear one of the sides and use it as my table, and I draw this dental clinic from there. It's I think if you're flipping through my Facebook timeline, you will see dental access.
Let's look for dental access
Please
from his
find those
picture
guys.
and
Those
let's
guys were
put it
my
up.
opener.
This guy's met this guy who he is today.
These guys opened my they pulled me back, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally. So
They're called dental access, you said.
Yeah.
What are they on Oginga? No,
Kanolotunga Plaza.
Kanotunga Plaza.
Yes.
And I know the guys. I know the guys. They are my relatives. Yeah.
I told you.
The guy is my relative.
I'm
The
telling
Kissy guy is my relative.
From my extended family,
Yeah.
I was the first one to go to university. I am so happy some cousins have joined me thereafter. But I'm telling you, your relatives are dentists. Anyway, so I'm the first one, and the best I could do is interior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so what was I telling you? What were we talking about?
But you opened the door. You opened the door
Yeah.
to everyone else who came after you. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I get excited when my mom tells me so and so is going to university. I'm so happy. So,
So they opened the doors
so
for
this
you. They
guy,
called
we go take measurements. I come draw it for them, and I'm like, I wouldn't do the work. I'll just get you good fundis, and then I will supervise them, and you're going to pay me this much. And I remember that time they paid me 72,000 shillings. So this money I bought, I used it to buy, there's a friend of mine who was relocating to the US. So they had this event business and they were disposing their items. So we bought those items.
like seats and tents and stuff like that.
No, they didn't have seats. They had draping, they had flower, the vases.
Yeah.
So I bought those. I didn't know the event business was very difficult.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so anyway, I lost that money.
You should go back to Greg and try convincing him. And tell him, Greg, man, it's like I did this work for free,
Greg,
man.
I lost that money.
Yeah.
So so what happened? But I remember doing a job in Kahawa that I was paid 7,500. Yeah, so the rest I lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold the verses to Doreen Achia.
Yeah.
Yeah, later I think
Does Doreen know that you sold those
I don't know
things?
if she remembers. Yeah,
Does she know that you sold them because you couldn't use them anymore?
yeah, because she used to
You
borrow
told
them
her.
from me.
Oh, I see. So
So-
she used them more than you even used them.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
told her, Doreen, why don't you just pay me double what I'm quoting and take them for good?
Pay me for 2 events for forever.
Yeah, and take them, and she did, and she took them.
Yeah.
So after I did dental access, there are friends of theirs who are doing a clubhouse in Meru. So they came and saw the space. Yeah. And that guy called me and asked me, hey, I've never seen such neat work. Can you do a clubhouse? I said, Doc, why not? So I got hold of a friend of mine who was working in Nanyuki that time. He's a construction manager. And I told him, there's a site in Meru that I need you to go and take measurements, and then send them to me. I'll do the design.
Yeah.
So he sent them, and I did the design, and we negotiated. The fiance was a QS, so she did for us the quotations, and we negotiated, we agreed, and we did that clubhouse.
Yeah.
So after that, this same guy was opening his own clinic in Lavington.
Yeah.
So I did that. So, and since then it became a snowball. So it has been one
growing
after another,
after the other.
after another.
Yeah.
So most of actually the bigger chunk of my portfolio is healthcare facilities, because after the Lavington, I went back to Meru because these same guys who had a hospital. It's called Grace Park. So I did Grace Park. They were doing an outpatient wing then. Then we did an inpatient. Then we did a corporate wing. Then we did a maternity. Then we did... Yeah, I've designed so many maternity facilities.
You're almost a doctor.
I am almost becoming a gyna. I think when I retire, I'll be a gyna.
Okay.
Or a midwife. Yeah. So... so I'm very big on Facebook because I think Facebook allows me to express myself verbally.
Yeah.
I tried using Instagram, and you don't get to express yourself verbally on Instagram.
Yeah, you can only use photos.
Yeah, it's photos.
And that's it.
And that's it. I hardly share photos of myself.
You just share memes.
Yeah, I just,
and a lot of
random thoughts that,
yeah.
they pop up in my mind when I may be taking a shower, or when I'm tired, or when I'm idle.
Can you look for some of the randomest comments that this guy has written and put them up on the screen right now? Let them just scroll past.
Tell that guy that I am an Adventist of regular standing.
You heard what he said.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So I use social media. I use Facebook a lot. Because it allows me to connect with. I love people. I love people. I think if I weren't a designer, I would probably be a marketer or a salesman.
But you are a salesman. I mean, you sell your ventures
salesman.
very nicely.
Yeah. A friend of mine was telling me that I became more aggressive after I was fired from my teaching job.
Why did they fire you?
Those guys, they
Are
had
you free to
every
talk about
right.
it?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
mind.
Yeah.
So I have been teaching interior design for, I think, over 6 years. I started teaching actually in 2015. I started teaching at NIT, Nairobi Institute of Technology. I was teaching interior.
Yeah.
So I teach there for 1 year, and then the next time, when was it? That was 2016, January, I think. Yeah, I realized I'm not getting emails for the timetable because I need to know which units I'm going to teach.
Yeah, for the next semester.
Kwani, these guys, what is happening? So I called one of the fellows. He was actually my classmate in masters.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, what's up?
Nothing is coming.
I've not seen the timetable. Am I fired? And he said, I thought you're the one who told admin you are going to teach at TUK.
Yeah.
I had done an interview with Technical University.
Yeah.
But I had not gotten a letter.
Yeah.
I had hopes, but these guys have not sent me a letter.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting bit is the fellows that we were with in the same interview have already been called and given their letters.
Yes.
They're already teaching. I have not received any. Remember, I'm coming from a Christmas that I have not gone home.
Yes. With your 3,200 and something shillings.
Because I didn't go, because I expected NIT to pay me something for Christmas, but they didn't pay.
They didn't pay. So all you had was chapati.
The toughest chapatis. So like, no, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, you are not on the timetable.
Hey.
So I'm like, okay. So I shower, take a matatu, I'd wait for when fare is cheapest, around 11.
Yeah, when the traffic is done.
Yeah, the traffic is. So I meet the principal, ask him, hey, why you guys fired me? And he's like, yes. Like,
no mercy.
Like, but why?
No mercy like, at all.
He tells me, you remember when we asked you guys to set exams and send your question paper and the marking scheme, and you never sent the marking scheme? Like, yeah. Why didn't you send the marking scheme? I said, but I carry my marking schemes in my head. Like, I set questions because I know the answers.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's when we blacklisted you for firing. Like, oh, hey, you should have even sent me a message, man. Uniambie nimefutwa.
Yes, because I was expecting. I mean, I think it's common courtesy.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
You should. But I do remember there's a time the owner of the school came to class, and she didn't know me. So I was about to start teaching, and she asked me if I have paid fees.
You look like a student.
Because I looked like a student. Yeah, I used to be very tiny, before I...
Can we find a photo of this guy when he was young and put it up on the screen? Find the tiniest, slimmest...
Yeah, he could probably go back there.
Yeah.
So she tells me, so I tell her no. I'm this kind of guy. The question you ask me is the one I answer.
And of course, you didn't know she was the owner of the school.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
But...
You didn't know, right? At
which administrator doesn't know their people?
Exactly, yeah. So she also didn't know you.
So she also didn't know me.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because, I'm I was, when you're employed, you're the least important. The people that are paying are the most important.
Yeah.
So, anyway. No.
I haven't paid. Yeah.
Because she didn't ask me, why haven't you paid?
Yes.
Because I would have told her, I can't pay school fees because I am a lecturer. You are supposed to pay me.
Yes.
So she didn't ask me that.
Yeah.
I had that answer ready, but she didn't.
Yeah.
So she told me, then you're not supposed to be here.
Okay.
I said, okay, fine. I carry my books and walk out. So she leaves. I walk back and start teaching. So the next time she's going back to her office, she finds me now teaching.
Yeah.
And I think she didn't take it lightly.
Yeah. Just like, you should respect me. Bow down to me. I am your boss.
Yeah, but that's what you asked me, if I paid fees. So I think that's probably when they were discussing. Because I said that guy, the daughter of the owner, I think. So I think she probably got so mad, just like, oh, it's that guy. Oh, that one must go. I'm just assuming that's the conversation that happened. So I walk out. So this guy tells me I'm fired.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I see, ungenitumia hata ka message uniambie where uko kazi. Nijipange.
Yeah.
So I walk out. I walk straight down to town. I go to TUK. What am I going to do at TUK? To ask the director of design school to give me a regret letter. So that I at least confirm that I am not employed by anybody.
Yeah.
So that I can know how to panga my life.
With your 3,200.
Yeah, with my 3,200 shillings. So I walk. Prof, you need to give me a regret letter. I don't think this appointment letter is coming. Yeah. So just confirm so that I am at peace. I think women call it closure. I don't know, yeah,
I need some closure.
need some closure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so he tells me, no, I believe your letter is just stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, fine. I'll wait. So I go. I'm in town, going about, just keeping myself busy doing nothing. And then I get this call from HR and we come and collect your letter. So I go and sign this letter. And I start teaching as a graduate assistant. And I teach design for some time. I graduate, I get a promotion, I become a tutorial fellow. So I become a tutorial fellow. I think I was like one of the youngest fellows in the department. There's a time actually one of the lecturers, she didn't know me, so she sent me to get her airtime. It was supposed to be a school meeting. So I went and got her airtime by the way, and I came and sat in the school board meeting. And she was curious what a student is doing in a school board meeting.
He's probably the president of the student union.
Yeah, then I was introduced as, I told her, no, it's fine.
I take it kindly.
Yeah. So when you're employed as a tutorial fellow nowadays in university, it's like you're in a training program. You are supposed to complete your PhD because a tutorial fellow, it's a 2-year contract. So you're supposed to have gotten your PhD by the time you renew your 3rd contract. So it means you only have 6 years to complete a PhD.
Which means you probably got to start immediately because a PhD could easily take 6, 7 or longer years.
Yeah. So
like a serious PhD.
Yeah. If you are seriously doing it and you fail to graduate, they can understand.
Not like there's some people in this country who have PhDs, which are questionable. We just don't want to say their names because
don't. We don't want to go missing.
Yeah.
So I start. So that's 2016, then 2017. So I start drafting my proposal. Do I need to talk about it? Okay. So
I mean, it's up to you.
I was doing this PhD on accessible sanitation for the elderly in rural areas.
Yeah.
And my aim was to just have a real-time impact in this village that I grew up in. And of course have that impact of, I don't know if you realize as people age, they struggle with, they're called activities of daily living. So they struggle with the activities of daily living. And one of them is defecating and eating and showering.
Yeah.
And, these are things that affect your personal dignity. So how do you design spaces that allow these guys to go about their ADLs, activities of daily living, without much need for a caregiver? So that was my whole PhD. Now, the reason why I was doing that is because when I was promoted to TF, I was paid some, not kidogo money, but, si mingi na si kidogo.
Yeah.
So I went back home and built my mom a decent latrine. After it was done, I realized she's not using it. And I was curious to know why. And it took me a very long time to understand why. And part of it is culture. And there's something in design we call design for behavior change, where you design things in such a way that they change the behavior of human beings.
Yeah.
And it is the most difficult part of design. Because people don't, because like there's this picture that normally circulates on social media, on engineering, that this nice path, landscaping, it's a photo of a landscape. I think it's a college setting where they have this nice path that goes like this and then curves like that. Very beautiful.
Let's try find that photo, Dave, and put it up.
Your guy can find it.
Yeah.
But users are crossing across the grass.
Yeah. Yet the path is winding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever was doing that thing was probably looking at it from the top. That's how we look at spaces in design.
Yeah.
We start with the plan. How does it look from the top? So, So the thing is, it does not matter how modernized and decent the facility is, if it does not augur well with the traditions and behaviors of our society,
Yeah.
it will
users of
never
the product.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a story of a friend of mine who was a civil engineer. They were doing some World Bank funded toilets in Ukambani. Is it Ukambani? Yeah, I think it's in Ukambani, deepest part of Ukambani.
Yeah.
So when they did these toilets, they realized there was a lot of waterborne diseases in that area.
Yeah.
And it's because of open defecation. So guys could defecate behind, these big stones in Ukambani. There's these big rocks, massive rocks. So they could go behind the rocks and defecate. So what happens is when it rains, the nini is washed into the water points.
Yeah.
So what they did is they went and built toilets. You know what happened?
People went behind the toilet.
Yes. I'm telling you. Design life is interesting.
Yeah.
You look at how people interact with things and it's amazing.
Yeah.
You learn very interesting lessons. So I was doing this PhD. And it was very fascinating to everyone that came across this topic and how I organized it. But there's something I didn't like. The fact that I had to look for what other people have said about this topic. But I'm the one who understands my village.
Literature review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my village better than anybody.
Yeah.
So, anyway, there's literature review, there's methodology. I have to explain how I'm getting the data. Yeah, I think sanguines, we don't like a structured way of life. So I really struggled with that.
Yeah.
So it took me longer to finish the PhD.
So Took said.
Yeah,
and still waiting.
Yeah. So and of course there's another element of it which when you grow up in you've grown up in a needy environment, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
All you're looking for is to succeed in life, make good money and just change. Yeah, there's this talk we normally say, left home to change home. And you look at that path of getting a PhD and becoming Dr. So-and-so, and you ask yourself whether it will really give you the resources that you need to really change home. And I struggled with I
you realize that most probably you may not change home.
I might not be able to change home.
You might only change your name.
Yeah, I will only change my name and, get some fame so people will quote me somewhere. Yeah, so I'm like, probably I should first succeed in business and then I can go back to this. Because
so let me ask you, your mother and the toilet, did you ever get to know why she didn't use it? I mean, I know you say that change of behavior, designed for behavior change, you try to explain it in that aspect, but did you ever have a chat with her?
No, because I know she cannot. She wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
So there's a place she used to stay before I built her a house. So what she used to do is she could walk back to where she used to rent and use those toilet facilities. Even showering, so she goes there, showers, and comes back. So I realized, parents as they age, they don't like to share toilets.
Yeah.
So what I've had to do is to build her own toilet.
Yeah.
Separate from
everybody else's.
This main latrine.
Yeah.
And now she uses that one. Interesting, man.
Yeah.
Life is interesting. Yeah. So I think somehow I'm consciously or unconsciously, I think I made that decision of I just need to really focus on business first.
Yeah. And I think you're doing really well in business because you've, you granted all the clientele that you've had. But I want to give you this opportunity here to plug your business a little bit. If people want to use you as their designer, what would make me want to use you as an interior designer in my home? So let's say I have someone who's built the home is done. So why is it important for me to get you or someone like you to assist in designing the interior of the home?
What's the need?
Why is that important?
Where is the need? Okay. All right. Where do I start? Okay, first of all, I think let's start with when is the best time to call to request for the services of an interior designer.
In my imagination, I think it would be at the same time that you're getting an architect. I could be wrong, though.
You're right. Because I have noticed most of the houses that I'm going to are probably houses that guys have already done the shell. And now they're looking to get into the finishes.
Yeah.
And they have a million images from Pinterest and Google. And, they have seen on what other houses, people are doing on social media. So they have this collection. But they have like 5 different concepts of what probably say the kitchen is going to look like.
Yeah.
But when you go to this house, you realize concept 1, 2, 3, and 5 cannot work for that kitchen because of how it has been laid out.
Yeah.
Because probably for one reason or the other, the architect did not visualize it like that. Or when mostly it's the husband who gets the architect.
Yeah. And the husband doesn't care.
And the husband doesn't care about the kitchen.
He cares about the pocket.
The pocket. So
and
he's
generally the house looks nice from the outside. Maybe he cares only about the outside.
Yeah. It's fulani.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so and so's house.
You go inside, it's very dysfunctional.
It's very dysfunctional.
Yeah.
So you come in and you realize these guys have built this massive space that is not working.
I have a friend of mine. You're going to come back to that. We live with him in Toronto. If you watch this, you know yourself. So one day I went to visit his mother in Kisii.
Yep.
And he told me, tell them to show you my house. And so I go and look around. I don't see a house. And then he tells me, what do you see? I told him, I see something that looks like a church. When you see that church, that is my house.
That's my house. Maybe we should have someone put a picture of that.
I actually have a picture of it. I'm not sure it'll be comfortable for me to put it up.
No, let's not embarrass the guy. He has already suffered enough, probably. Yeah.
And then now when I went back to Toronto, we were discussing it. Then when the stories he told me that, so what he did, you live in Canada, you don't travel back home often.
Yeah.
But because you've lived in Canada for so long, the society expects that you must have built a home,
Yes.
Back home for people to say that this is Bundi's house.
So and so's house.
He lives in Canada. He has to have something nice. So he got some fundis who said they will do something nice. So when they were doing the measurements, he told me that they decided instead of doing like proper like squares, they were like drawing a trapezium, like So like some walls are longer than other walls, so
Yes.
which means that the houses are
Skewed.
Yeah, they're skewed. And then the kitchen is bigger than the living room, and it's in a separate space. So now he's trying to modify the house to make it work. And one of the things he's done, I think, he decided to build 2 kitchens inside the one kitchen.
I'm telling you.
But it's still not making sense. So when I was given the tour of the house, man, I was on a phone call with him, man, and he was just telling me how he hates the house, but he has to finish it because that's going on. And the problem that happened is that the architect drew something that was proper, but when it came for time to build, I think the architect is professional, probably comes with professional contractors. The family members, the brothers and maybe parents said, these guys are too expensive. We'll find you builders. We are the ones who know
we know people who build cheaper. We know them.
And they brought the cheaper builders, and the cheaper builders, did their cheap work.
They did their cheap work.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But anyway, so I cut you short, but we can go back to what you were saying.
Oh, sorry. That's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Actually. So you get into these spaces, and you look at them, and you just get depressed. There's a guy I work with. His name is Don, and him is worse than me, because when he sees badly done spaces, he gets headaches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you will see him doing this. Yeah. So things are not.
He's struggling.
So let's say this. So the best time to get an interior designer is basically when the architect has just given you the first draft of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best time to get an interior designer. Now, the thing is, I will be very honest, sometimes interior design is a luxury. I was telling someone that it is very unfortunate that some of the things we do for our clients, we cannot even afford them.
Yourself.
Yeah. But such is life. It's the service you've been trained and taught to do. So you do it. So that's the best time because we are able to look at the space and analyze the space in accordance to your tastes and preferences.
Yeah.
We are able to have these conversations with each and every user of that space. From the husband to of course, the husband will always say, is he quite expensive? That's the one thing the men always insist.
Yeah.
We listen to the wife. We look at your collection and we are able to tell the tastes, the design, the style, the trend, certain, I probably need to talk about this. There's, in design, there are trends and styles.
Yeah.
So trends, they come up and disappear very fast. They're like fashion. So like right now, the trend for interiors is there's a lot of fluted panels flying around. There's a lot of cornice. There's a lot of wainscoting.
A lot of this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of gypsum bulkheads, snake light in there. That's the trend. So I don't know if if you can remember this when we were young. There used to be this TV cabinet and the TV.
Yes,
inside.
the TV.
That was the
inside.
trend then.
Yeah.
Then it's disappeared. So something
Someone
else is going to come
recently
back.
said that poor people have TVs in the living rooms.
Oh my goodness. That's actually true.
Yeah.
Very true. Oh man. I think I need to sell mine.
You'd rather not have one than have it in your living room. If you don't have the room to put your TV in, you don't have a TV room, then don't have a TV. Let people come and have a conversation.
Let people talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like it's 1970. So
trends
so
versus,
so the trends they come, they disappear.
Yeah.
The styles, they never change. So minimalist is minimalist. It was minimalist. It will remain minimalist.
Yeah.
Contemporary was contemporary, is contemporary, it remain contemporary. Modernism, yeah. Most people, some people tell me, I want something very modern.
Yeah. Because they think modern is latest.
Because they think modern
What
is
is the
latest.
trend? The
but it's
latest
actually,
trend.
modernism was a cell that was between 1934 and 1946.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
If you look at All Saints Cathedral,
That's modern.
that's a modern church.
Okay.
You look at, which other one? There's this library in town. I think it's an Indian temple now. The one along Moy Avenue, if you're going to Koinanga Street. There's a
Yeah, I see it somewhere
that's a
there.
modern building.
Yeah, let's put up a picture of All Saints Cathedral and
Yeah.
this library that we're talking about.
Yeah, and the interesting you will notice about them, All Saints Cathedral have done an extension towards Milimani.
Yeah.
You can notice the same style.
They've kept the style.
Yeah, so they have kept that style. Like that building, that extension just sits in very well, like the rest of the buildings.
Yeah.
So that's a modern building. Now the characteristics are basically, materials in their real nature. So there's no paint. There's no, if it's wood, it's just wood. If it's
Yeah.
stone, it's just stone. Yeah, the only paint they do is primer to just avoid rusting.
Yeah.
So those are styles. They never change.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what comes after modernism?
So after modernism, we went to postmodernism.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there was, then I think after postmodernism, we went to contemporary. Yeah.
So where are we now? Contemporary?
Are we in contemporary? We are in a very mixed.
Yeah.
We are in the freedom era, and you can actually pick it from fashion. Yeah.
Everybody wants whatever works
Yeah,
for them.
everybody wants whatever works for them.
Yeah.
Although I have seen and we are going into cubism.
Yeah, I've seen that even with cars.
With cars.
Yeah.
I was telling some guys about this car that the Elon Musk, what is it called? The
The
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck, yeah. Let's put up a picture of a Cybertruck. Actually, you know what? Let's make it better.
Yeah.
Let's find a picture of me next to a Cybertruck and put it up.
There's actually someone who was imported. I don't know if it was Photoshop or it was real.
Or there's someone in
But
Kenya
I
with a
saw
Cybertruck.
someone bringing it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm so excited. I want to see that thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I have anything to say, to talk about it. I mean, it's just a big dustbin on wheels, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. Maybe probably I can interpret it from the design language.
Yeah.
You know that the things in design we call the trendsetters. So if you go to a fashion show, the clothes that are normally displayed on the fashion show,
On the runway.
yeah, on the runway, are not clothes that you can walk into town with.
So that's the Tesla. That's the Cybertruck.
Yeah, that's the Cybertruck. What
You can't. Or you shouldn't own it to drive it around.
No.
It should.
What
it should
Elon
finish its
Musk-
business in the showroom.
No, what the Elon Musk has done is like he wants to be the trendsetter, like just like fashion designers do.
Okay.
You have to go to the extreme end and then start coming backwards.
Okay. I see what
So
you
that nobody goes further than what you've gone, so that you remain the trendsetter. And I can give you a couple of trendsetters. So Elon Musk is a trendsetter. He's setting the trend in the car, in the motor vehicle industry.
Yeah.
So what you will notice is the Cybertruck is on the extreme end. That's why you're calling it.
And that's been on wheels.
Yeah, I know it's not a very pleasant thing to
Yeah.
see. But what you will notice is most of the cars that are coming out from 2022, 2023, 2024, they are very cubists
Yeah.
in nature. They have
True.
these crispy straight lines, very compact shapes.
Let's put up a picture of the latest Toyota Prado. I think it's one that really looks very cubic.
Yeah, you can look at that. I think the Forester 2025 as well has that. So, and I think, which other one have I seen with that? Yeah. I think if you pull any 2024, 2025 cars, you will see that influence in the crispy straight lines, boxy. They're very boxy. So that's why I said we are going back into cubism.
Yeah.
So cubism was an art style that was developed by certain artists that were called cubists.
Yeah.
So they could look at the human form and interpret the human form into geometric shapes.
So the head would be a small cube or a circle.
A small circle.
Yeah.
The nose is a triangle. The eyes are circles. The mouth is a rectangle. You know that?
Yeah.
So I think probably you can put up some of these paintings on cubism.
let's find them and put them up,
And
Dave.
that's the trend that the Cybertruck has picked from.
Okay.
So that's the trend that even the fashion industry is picking from. I think you can even look at the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shoes guys are doing now are boxy.
Yeah. Only that I'm still happy with my Converse shoes. Put up a picture of me in my Converse shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. So back into the conversation. So as designers, we are trained to study the client more.
Yeah.
And analyze,
Understand what he likes.
understand what they like, what they don't like. So and then we put it to paper. Now nowadays we don't put it to paper, we put it to computer.
Yeah.
And develop the drawing in such a way that it fits there. So the what it saves you by getting an interior designer early is because you're able to change the architectural drawing to accommodate the spaces that you would want to have in your interiors.
Yeah.
That way, you do not need to do demolitions in your already built house to accommodate an island
What
in
you
the
want.
kitchen.
Yeah. For instance.
Yeah, because I go to these houses and the client is like, it
want an
must
island."
have an island. I'm like,
But
your
there's no
space
space.
doesn't allow for you to have an island.
If you put an island, the door won't open.
Yeah, and the doors are not opening. You cannot even fit in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And probably when you look at it closely, you realize the husband told the architect that he doesn't want a very big house.
Weka kidogo.
So the architect interpreted it as and said the kitchen has to be small
Yeah.
and the bedrooms have to be small. So the causal effect is that certain things that you would prefer to have in that space will not fit.
Yeah.
So now we have to again now struggle to eat the pantry to accommodate a kitchen. You real? So
Yeah.
and that is a cost. The contractor will probably be paid to demolish and he will be paid to do additional walls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the best time to get an interior designer. The next best time to get an interior designer is when you've already done your shell. Yeah. After that, I don't know because it has to now be problem.
Problem based.
It has to be problem based.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the best time. And why me or an interior designer? Now, the thing about interior design and the unfortunate bit of it, which is also an advantage, is that it's unregulated. Unlike architecture, we don't get to examination boards and have
Yeah.
registration numbers and have, we are not regulated by law.
Like
So that's
more
why
upsetting is what
every
it's called.
Tom, Dick, and Harry who feels like they have a talent can call themselves interior designers,
Yeah.
and they can get away with it. And sometimes, by the way, most of these guys are my friends. They do awesome spaces.
Yeah. Let me give you a funny story. I once told a guy to do an interior design for me. Well, not interior design, but an architectural drawing, but of the interior.
Yep.
The guy came and took pictures of the home and then fed it to some AI. And the AI generated some amazing images.
Right.
But when you look closely, when you realize there's a massive beam jutting out of nowhere,
Yeah.
covering, covering all massive space.
Oh, yeah, I think we should have a
Yeah.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, eventually the guy dropped because I think he realized that. So the guy was trying to convince me that he can do the job.
Yeah.
So by sending me this picture, but I think after seeing that, even if I was still willing to work with him, he probably realized I was too cheap.
Yeah,
for me to work with him. But I'm
Yeah.
happy that I also, we also ended up working together.
Yeah,
Maybe
disappointment
you're
was
watching
looming.
this, man. Wherever you disappear to, man, reach out. I'm still your friend. I still love you, man.
So, yes, we are not regulated by law. So anybody can be an interior designer.
Yeah.
And I think it's got to do with, you are artistic. But the thing is, what most people don't get to understand is a decorator can get some of these things done,
Yeah.
but they cheaply. And one of the things I normally tell my clients is, do not compare me with your local fundi or, the decorator that has given you a quotation. Because you look at some of those quotations or proposals, you realize they are photos you've seen before.
Yeah.
They're probably been pulled from Pinterest, they've been pulled from Google, or, from these design pages, or, what other people have posted they've done their houses.
Yeah. Someone comes and tells you, this is my
Yeah.
portfolio.
Yeah. So I'm like, first of all, what do you need? And we have to really look at, the first thing, of course, is I have to see your space.
Yeah.
So that I'm able to analyze it and compare it with the design needs that you're telling me you need. So that I'm able to tell you this can be done, this cannot be done.
Yeah.
But the decorator cannot tell you what cannot be done and what can be done. They are yes men,
Yeah.
most of them.
Of course, they
Yeah.
need the money.
Yeah, they need the money. But it's
Unless you find an honest one who's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, even if they are honest, they are not trained to analyze space
Yeah.
in
True.
that way. So they don't have, there are certain units that we teach, we study in interior that help us to be able to understand space. Things like anthropometrics,
Yeah.
things like ergonomics, things like minimum spatial requirements. Like why is this table this high? Why is it not the height of the coffee table that you use on the couch?
Yeah.
Why are they different? Why that the kitchen top has to be
A certain height.
a certain height, which is 850 to 900 millimeters? And how high should the overhead cabinets in the kitchen go? Why is the height of the bed that size? How do you place things in the kitchen? How do you maneuver? How do you move around when you're in the kitchen?
Yeah.
It's psychology. So the thing is, the typical interior design is actually a science and an art. So most people do it as an art.
Yeah.
So
You don't understand the science.
Yeah, when the science which comes with function, in science, I used to tell my students, force is equals to mass times acceleration. That's science. It will never change.
Yeah.
But in art, it's a signature. If I tell two artists to draw Joab, I will have two different jobs.
Yes. True.
And so that is the creative bit. But you need the science for the space to function.
Yeah.
So at this point, this is where now we talk about I normally look at the client need in terms of, do you need a decorator or an interior designer? It's a so that you really know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Because the decorator might not give you the functionality. They will give you the beauty. Like the ladies I meet who are in interior decor, they are very good with color psychology.
Yeah.
they know colors by name. You know, men normally don't know
Yeah.
colors. You know, I used to
I-
struggle with colors a lot.
I learned there's a color called taupe a few months ago.
Oh, taupe.
The color looks like gray. Can we put up a picture of taupe and gray next to each other? They look the same.
No, they're not the same. You just think that they look the
I
same.
mean, yeah, a shade of gray.
Yeah, color is a whole, you know, there's a whole pool of knowledge on color. Yeah. So that is the conversation. So
Yeah.
you look, I
So you discuss about, you know, you have the chat with the owner or the user of the space.
Yeah.
And then that informs you what you will make for them.
yeah, what that informs.
You must find so many difficult clients along the way. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Who tell you that they want something nice, but they can't pay for it.
My man.
Can you give me a funny story of any one of those clients like that one?
There's this lady I met some time back. She was doing a house in Rwanda, and I really struggled until I asked her, "Why did you look for me?"
I was living in
Yeah,
peace.
you look like you really know what you want.
Yeah.
So why
You don't need
me? You actually don't need me. In fact, I just want you to, what you feel is humanly acceptable.
Yeah.
At this point, you pay me that. You go your way.
Yes.
I go my way.
Yeah.
Because I would rather sleep hungry than continue being your designer. Yeah.
It happens.
Straight to the point.
But I also want to imagine that maybe people fear, some people fear getting an interior designer because you said that interior design is a luxury.
Yeah.
But is it really an affordable luxury? Or is there ways that you can work with clients of all sorts of budgets to be able to fit whatever is in their budget work, to make their budget work?
Can I tell you a story? So I used to be this expensive designer
Yeah.
until I built my own space. And then I felt the pain of spending.
I used to see pictures of you and your wife scrubbing the walls and pouring water on the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that experience really humbled me. Yeah, it really humbled me because I realized it is not easy giving this money out. Yeah. You know, Kitambo, I could just do quotations and then I just send them to the client. I'm like, you
Deal with
pay,
it.
we start work. You don't pay, we... So what I had to do when I had that experience where after building for myself is I realized I really have to, one, categorize my services or my product. It's actually it's service based, but the end game is actually a product. It's the service you need.
Yeah.
It's you will end up with a space which is tangible. So what I had to do is I had to really categorize my. So the first conversation I normally have with my clients is, are you really looking for a designer or a contractor? We need to ascertain that.
Yeah.
Because I will charge you separately as a designer.
Yeah.
I'm giving you consultancy. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to do renders. I'm going to make changes on these drawings. And probably after that, you are going to look for a cheaper guy to build it the way I've designed.
Yeah.
Or if you can afford my quotation, then I can build it for you.
Yeah.
We can negotiate and see how low I can go and
Yeah.
still get you to what I have proposed for you. Now, the advantage you get when you work with me is I am able to give you the design in accordance to your space. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to download images from Pinterest, and I don't do that. So but I will charge you separately for this service. But normally I meet clients who already know what they want. They have actually even settled on the material and the colors like taupe. So they already know I want
a top kitchen.
So I don't need to do a render of how the bedroom will look in top.
Yes.
When you already have it. But in some cases, we will need working drawings, like say wardrobes or kitchens. How are they going to be spaced out? If we are working like in, say, a commercial space, you will need a layout. How is the furniture going to sit in? What kind of furniture are they going to buy? What are the sizes? What are these people doing? You know, if you're looking at, say, a tech guy, you're not going to give him the same size of desk as an accountant.
Yeah.
Because an accountant just needs their laptop. But a tech guy will need extra. What do you guys call those big screens? You set them like this, and they look like.
I guess they're just called screens. Maybe they have a name for it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, the rack that carries.
So the rack, and then you have like 5 screens, or 3 sets of screens, so 6 screens in total. Yeah.
So you see that begins to affect the nature of the space and how you're going to apportion the space.
Yeah.
A lot of trends are coming up that affect how spaces look, like offices. Open plans are coming up. Like the offices I did, I think like 3 years ago, that now we are pulling down the partition so that they are open.
Yeah.
Because of, nature of humans. Yeah, we are changing. I hear HRs are not called HRs anymore. They are called people something.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's find that name. Let's put it down here.
So you see that's
people management.
Yeah, people management. So that is one of the conversations I normally have with my clients, and then that tells me, and then I will tell you, if you are really on a budget, don't pay for the design. This money that you want to pay me for to do the design, you already know what you are looking at. The kitchen is already kind of laid out. We just need to do a working drawing. So it won't be charged the same amount as when we are doing a detailed design and renders. Now, actually, what we have done nowadays, like in my farm, what we've done is we use a lot of AI-powered softwares.
Yeah.
So we are able to even tell you where you will get it, as is on that design.
Yeah.
But it's tied to a budget. You must be able to afford it.
Yeah.
But if you can't afford it, what we do is we are able to get something in the market within your budget and has similar style
with what
or
you're
trend
about.
With what we have, so that this, because we call it a composition. At the end of the day, your house must have some oneness. That's what makes it a composition. So if you're not looking at getting a design, then we now go into, okay, let's based on your pictures and your budget, this is what
it's gonna
your
look
quotation
like.
is going to look like. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that is what I've had to do.
Yeah, and so what I'm really understanding here is that you're able to work with anyone. I mean, as long as they come and talk to you, they can explain what they need to you.
Yeah,
and you can help them out.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever worked with people in the diaspora who need this kind of assistance, because one of the problems that I see with people who live in the diaspora is that they work so hard and then they rely on their friends and relatives to do projects for them.
Yeah.
And sometimes this is what I believe. If I am building something, I need to have a plan for it. And here's my simple reason why. The guy who starts to build it today might decide not to come a week from now.
Yeah.
So what will happen is that I'll have to get a different guy, a different contractor to do the work, or a different fundi or whatever. And so that different fundi, if there's no design to work with, they will come with their own understanding of what the plan looks like, and they will do their thing.
Yeah.
If that guy decides to sayonara and someone else comes in, that someone else will also have their own idea of interpreting that plan.
Yeah.
And so my suggestion normally is that if you are doing something, get a design, get a render of what this final thing is going to look like. But do you ever have this sort of service that is specialized towards carrying clients who are in the diaspora who may not be able to travel here to check out how their projects are proceeding?
Yeah, I think I have 3 clients right now who are doing their residential houses in upcountry
Yeah.
or building their parents. I think two of them are building one is building for their parents, the other one is building for their grandmother, the other one is doing their own house. So for guys in diaspora, it's a very interesting relationship because one, there's this whole connotation of the people here are eating their money. So I have to make my quotation really as broken down as possible so that they can tell where every shilling is going.
Yeah.
And for that, what I've had to do, especially for residential projects, is I have had to separate.
So when you sit back, you can just pull it towards you.
Okay.
Or
All right.
versa.
So what I've had to do is I've had to separate material and labor so that the cost I'm giving them on material, nowadays the internet is, every
You can see everything.
you can see everything.
Yeah.
So if I tell you this phone is going to cost you 20,000, you can check the cost of that phone.
Yeah.
And see if I am
Maintenance.
lying
Or
not.
yeah, putting a very big markup.
Yeah, or putting a very big markup. So when I send you your quotation, I allow you to just check
Yeah.
if the rates I've given you are market rates or if I've exaggerated. And if you are finding someone cheaper, I normally encourage that before you buy from that guy,
Yeah.
this is Kenya. Ask me why that guy is cheaper.
Yes.
And I will probably tell you why that guy is cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have seen cases because why I normally like doing that is because, at the end of the day, you're going to hold me accountable for this space.
Yes.
So if you buy substandard material, who are we going to blame when
The project is done.
this thing starts falling off?
This guy built me a structure. Where
Yeah.
did this guy go to school? Did he say he went to school?
Yeah,
The guy built me a shack. It's falling apart.
but you bought substandard material.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you find it cheaper, that's fine, but let me know. So that if you insist you're going for that substandard, because I know who is doing knockoffs.
Yeah.
The thing about interior is you directly interact with material. So you know which company has knockoffs coming from Kariobangi.
Yeah.
You know Kariobangi is so interesting, by the way. You will get very quality things. But someone has taken me to a place in Kariobangi where they were packaging candles. A guy, his mother, his wife, and a daughter who is, I think, around 6, are making candles.
And they're saying,
And
buying
they are
them imported
packaging
from
them in containers, in boxes,
imported from Turkey.
written, made in Egypt.
Damn.
Man. And
Made
the
in
machine,
Kariobangi. Maybe they meant the city of Egypt, the suburb of Egypt in Kariobangi.
or maybe the building is called Egypt. But even the machine that was making those candles was made in Kariobangi.
Yes. Very entrepreneurial.
There's a time we were looking for paint. I think it was a Sunday. There's a space I was rushing to finish.
Yeah.
And we needed paint on a Sunday. So I sent one of my guys to get paint to see if there's any hardware open in downtown. And he bought, I don't want to mention the brand, but he bought paint. Oh my goodness.
The paint was watercolor.
Kenya. So, wachana nayo. Kenya achana nayo. If someone actually makes, if someone can make paint, anyway. So, yeah. So, I encourage these guys to always don't just call me randomly and tell me these things are already on site. No. I need to know where you've bought them. I need to check if indeed what I specified is what you have gotten. So that if it's substandard, I pull out.
Yeah.
because I don't want to be in the midst of this fight. So you find someone cheaper to fix the cheap material you bought. Yeah. It gives me a peace of mind. Yeah. So I separate them, and then I have the labor separately so that we are able to negotiate on the labor. And I am very trustworthy. I normally tell my clients, do not compare my pricing with your fundi, because I am going to manage. I'm not a fundi. I am going to manage fundis. And my job is to make sure that design comes out exactly as the render I gave you.
Yeah.
And I think if you can flip through my pages, you will find these spaces that I have done
Yeah.
of the render and the final space.
Let's find those pictures, Dave, and put them up next to each other.
And I think I can give you one of the spaces you can find is there's a law firm I did in Kilimani called Bond Advocates.
I've seen that one. Let's put up the Bond Advocates on the screen.
So a Bond was an interesting project because when I posted I think I posted that picture twice.
Yeah.
So when I posted, someone commented and said, everything looks as is on the render except the computer. Because what you had on the render was a Mac.
And then they have some.
So the screen
HP.
was HP. You know what the guy did? The client.
He went and bought a Mac.
Oh, but that guy. Big Luo is nice.
Yes.
It's nice. I think that's the point I started admiring Luos.
Yeah.
Big Luo is very nice. You do not allow anyone to just talk you down.
Yes.
No.
He went and bought a Mac.
The following day, the guy went to the market and bought a Mac.
Yeah.
Came, installed it.
Yeah.
And he called me and told me, come and take
picture.
another picture and post it.
Yes.
And I did exactly that. Yeah.
You know, let's find those two pictures of a Mac and a HP and put them next to each other, man. Bond Advocates.
That's Dudley. That's Ochiel Dudley.
Yeah.
An interesting guy.
Nice.
Like he does a lot of humanitarian cases, like
I see.
yeah.
That's
So
nice.
yeah, so that's the comparison. So the render I give you is normally my covenant with you.
Yeah.
That space will come out exactly as is on.
Or as close as.
Yeah, because one of the conversation we have is material. What are we using?
Yeah.
What is the color? Where are we getting it from? So that when we are working now on your drawing in our software, we put exactly what we have discussed.
Yeah.
So that when we are doing the fittings, it's either you changing it or there's just something wrong. Sometimes you can go to the market and find it's out of stock. Yeah, we have had interesting conversation where material is out of stock, and we have to change it because you want your space ready or you wait. Yeah, so the decision normally will affect, because normally most people say like, let's just take what is closest. So we get that and fit. So that normally can create the difference.
Yeah.
I've had a case where on cheap stuff, I was doing this house in, let me not mention the place. And I sent this guy to get the lights because he was buying the material himself. And he told me he has this friend of his who has imported the latest.
Imported the latest.
The latest. Manze sellers are interesting humans. How they manage to convince these guys is, I need their brains. So they get the latest lights. Yeah. So this guy he's imported the latest, and he has in fact, he did not invite him to the shop. He invited him to his house.
Yes.
To be the first ones to pick camera.
Yes. They have just landed.
When those lights zilifika site, and my electrician saw them.
Yeah.
He called me and he calls me Omoga, and then he said, Omoga, have you seen these lights yourself? I told him no. He said, hapa hiko shida. Said,
There's a
"What is
problem
it?"
here.
I think this statement can best be said in Swahili.
Yes.
Because he said, hapa taa zingine zinalia kama success card.
Let me ask you. So, for those who don't understand Swahili, what he's saying is some of the lights have this tune, that you'd find in toys, basically.
Good.
So, did they have tunes? Did they?
Yeah, they have sound. They have a small speaker. They can... When a client will show me things. I hope that guy doesn't watch this.
Man, you know what? We're going to land this plane here, man. You are doing a beautiful job. You're doing a beautiful job, and may you continue doing it. Your company is called...
it's called Geribon Ventures.
Geribon Ventures.
And I also run a retail chain called Mandy Fittings.
Mandy Fittings.
So I'm now transitioning to... I want all of them to be called Mandy. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons is because I didn't know names are quite something in business. Mm-hmm. So most people don't actually know the name of my firm. Mm-hmm. They either know Bundi. Mm-hmm. But when I started Mandy, which is like a year old,
yeah,
it's more known than the other one.
Yeah, than Geribon.
Then it's because people associate better with a name they can pronounce.
Yeah, Geribon is harder to pronounce.
It's harder even to write. I've yet.
I know it starts with a G.
Yeah, it's actually a G.
Yeah,
it's because I started with a guy called Jerry.
Oh, I see.
So Jerry dropped out at some point, and I had to carry on.
Yeah.
So I've survived numerous assassination attempts of the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I keep going strong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and until now. So I think I'm thinking of and I think this probably is a little advice to people starting their businesses. Just get the easiest name, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you need to be very fancy about the name. And I've looked at some of the biggest brands, even in the sports industry, Nike, easy names. Look at the logo. Have you seen the Domino's logo?
Mm-hmm. It's just two dominoes, like a dominoes with two dots. Yeah.
McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. With the two arches.
That's it.
Yeah, two yellow arches.
Yeah. So
sometimes I compare that with the logo of the Standard newspaper. Let's put up the logo of the Standard newspaper. I feel like it's very complicated. You probably can't even remember it. It's very busy.
Yeah, it's very busy. But you see the Adidas.
Mm-hmm. Three lines.
You don't even need the name.
Mm-hmm. Three lines and
you see it and you know that that's Adidas.
Yeah.
You see the tick and you know that's
Nike.
That's Nike. Yeah.
True.
Reebok, the name is the logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's this line that Rick Ross sings and he says, Reebok's on, but I just do it. An interesting one.
We're going to put your contacts to the description to this video so that if anybody wants your services, they can reach out. They can reach out to you. I mean, we're probably going to put an email or website or something and your contact or something. Mm-hmm. Man, it's been nice having you here, man. You took your time and you came out to have a chat with us here on the Couch Connect, man. This has been beautiful. As we're landing this plane, there's a tradition that we have over here in the Couch Connect, whereby we treat our guests like the president. Mm-hmm. And so I borrowed this from the United States presidency, whereby the president in office will leave a letter for the next president who's coming into the office. And so since what we do here is have conversations and ask questions. Yep. So we normally have a guest leave a question for the next guest on the show. Mm-hmm. And you're also going to get an opportunity to leave a question for the next guest on the show. Mm-hmm. But the guest who was here most recently left a question for you, and I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
I normally don't see this question until this point.
You're lying, right?
No, I'm very, very honest. Very true.
Okay.
So your question is, if given a second chance in life to be reborn, and you have the chance to choose who, where, and the century you'd want to exist in, what would you choose?
Okay. I'm a slow human, so let's go slowly. So if I'm given the chance to be reborn,
Yes.
which century,
So you can choose who you want to be,
who I want to be,
where you want to be,
where,
and the century you'd want to exist in.
well, I wouldn't want. Okay, let me start by eliminating the ones I wouldn't want.
Yes.
I think I like the 1930s.
Okay. Is that the modern era?
Yeah, because that's when guys were celebrated for what they really were. And that's the era that I think most of the artists were recognized. Because given a chance, I would want to be born artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where? I would take the Caribbean islands.
Okay.
Yeah, I would want to be born there. Jamaica, Puerto Rico, or Mexico. Yeah.
Okay. Who would you want to be?
Who would I want to be? I'm looking through the famous historical figures and pick one. But I think I would want to be myself. Yeah.
You'd always choose yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm so proud of me. Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
I've come a long way. I still have a long way to go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but I would want to come back as me.
Yeah. 1930 in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Nice.
Mexico. Nowhere, I wouldn't want to be anywhere where the world war is happening. No.
Yeah.
I can't even
No
fight.
Europe.
Man.
All right,
Can't even
man.
fight. Not Europe, of course.
Yeah.
I don't like Europe. Not America, because America was going through a lot during
Yeah.
that time. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm cool as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. So whenever you're ready, you can think of a question and you can write it down. We'll ask it to the next guest on the show.
Am I supposed to ask it knowing the next guest on the show?
Normally, typically you wouldn't. But I already told you who the next guest is going to
Yeah,
be.
because I know who the next guy is going to be.
But typically, I don't tell the
Yeah.
guest who the next guest is. I mean, unless we are having it in a discussion and then I tell
Yeah.
them. And most of the time, I don't even know who the next guest is going to be. It's only that it happened that because he's already scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Beautiful. You know, I got to say this, Bundi. This conversation has been very enriching, very honest and very open. Thank you for opening up about your childhood. I think that's very kind of you to let us into that picture of the context in which, the background that sets you up for who you are today.
Yep.
In the course of this discussion, I've learned a lot. But I also think that I didn't ask you enough questions. Maybe sometimes I didn't ask you the right question to evoke a certain thing that you would have loved to say. But, I'm going to give you this opportunity here to give your parting shot to the folks who are listening to you today. So whenever you're ready, you can just give your parting shot.
Is this the part where people expect advice?
Maybe they do.
I don't know. I think this is the part where I wish your guy on the other side could probably tell us if there's any question that the viewers are asking.
There's no question.
But there's no question. So what would I say? I think I look at myself and I normally and this is something I always used to tell my students, is that you cannot convince me that you cannot not make it in life. After I look at where I've come from and what I've been able to do for myself, I believe I am at this state of mind that anybody and everyone should be able to do something for themselves. And I came to this conclusion when I started to look back at some of the things that have happened in my life. And I look at how I crossed that path, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that was a hard one, but yeah. And one of the things I love to tell is, did you know that I repeated class 2?
Damn.
And this is not because I was sick. No, I was very okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very okay.
Is it because you were, I don't want to use a word that is considered bad.
Just use it. I was probably that.
Is it because you are so dumb?
I think so. Here's the thing. It took me a very long time to know that I'm a slow learner.
Yeah.
And that while other students are very mathematically talented or gifted, they're
Then you weren't
fast.
dumb then. I think they have a name for it. Maybe you didn't suffer from it, but I think they call it dyslexia. Would you say you are dyslexic?
No.
Dyslexic.
I just didn't understand so many things. Like where are we going to school?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at that point I felt like I should just stay home and make my clay cows and sheep and cars.
Yeah.
So I didn't really understand why school. So I remember this point in class 2 when we were given some mathematical questions, and I got 1 out of 10.
Hey.
That was 1995. And do you know the one I got?
1 plus 1?
No, 2 times 2. They were multiplication questions.
Yeah.
So there was, I think, 1 times 2, 2 times 2, 3 times 2, like that.
Yeah.
So I got 2 times 2. You know why I got that one correct?
You added 2 plus
Because
2.
2 plus 2 is 4 and 2 times 2 is 4.
Yeah. That one was easy.
So I looked at the multiplication sign, and for me it felt like the printer made a mistake
You thought it was a positive
and
sign.
slanted the multiplication sign. So I have come from that path. And the school I started schooling it has a funny name, Getono Primary. You know Getono? You know
Like a
Getono?
pimple.
It's a pimple.
Yeah. Pimple Primary School.
Yeah. So I look at myself and where I've come from, and I don't see any reason whatsoever as to why someone cannot be a somebody in life.
Yeah.
I'm in a profession that is normally it's categorized as a profession for the elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rich people's kids who become interior designers. It's a service for people with an extra shilling or with extra money. But I am in that pool. And that, to me, tells me you cannot tell me or convince me that you cannot be a somebody in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bundi Marita.
Yes.
Man, hanging out with you has been such a vibe.
Oh, was it?
It has been beautiful, man.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, I think it's because you like this episode. So if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to this channel. And remember to tell your friends, to tell their friends. This has been The Couch Connect. I've been hanging out with Bundi Marita today. Bundi is an interior designer. He will do all your interior works. You can find his contacts in the description to the video below. And he will get you sorted. Till next time, do take care. Kwaheri.